This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time. All in one place, all on your terms. Hello there everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to share with you the 5 witchcraft practices I am most looking forward to this autumn. This is a video I like to make seasonally to share ideas with you all, so maybe you can get inspired. I also am always inspired by you all when you leave your own practices that you're looking forward to this coming season in the comments down below. And furthermore, I really enjoy kind of collecting all of the ideas and practices that I want to make time to do in the season to come. So all in all, this is one of my favorite videos to make. It gives me a lot of ideas and hopefully it gives you some ideas as well. Now I know it is August still and fall is not quite upon us yet, but the days here have been pretty gloomy lately and much colder, and that colder weather, darker skies is getting me pretty excited for the season ahead. I absolutely adore autumn, and it is a time when I get to engage with my practice in some of my favorite ways. So while it may be a little bit early, I am beginning to look ahead to that time, and maybe you are as well. And if you are, this video is for you. But before we dive in, this video is sponsored, so let's talk a little bit more about that first. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Squarespace domains make it easy to find the best name for your business at one fair, all-inclusive price. No hidden fees or add-ons required. Every Squarespace domain comes with advanced privacy and security tools included to ensure your domain remains online and protected. Plus, Squarespace provides everything you need to bring more of your dreams to life, whether that means building a website or adding a professional email service. Squarespace also makes it easy to create members-only content for your community. Monetize your content by selling access to online courses, blogs, videos, and memberships. Start with a full customizable website and earn recurring revenue by gating your content behind a paywall. Simply set the price and choose whether to charge a one-time fee or subscription for access. You can also make smarter business decisions with Squarespace's intuitive built-in analytics tools. Review website traffic, learn where to focus engagement, and track revenue from bookings, invoices, or product sales all from one place. So if this sounds interesting to you, go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/thegreenwitch to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring, and let's get back into it. Alrighty, well, welcome back. Let's dive into my 5 favorite practices for autumn. Autumn is a time to honor the harvest first and foremost. Summer has come to its end, and with it we have this final giant harvest, a great deal of abundance and prosperity to carry us through the year. It is also a time to prepare for winter, kind of a continuation on that harvest theme. And from this, there are 2 magics that are very prevalent at this time: prosperity and protection. So when we're looking to connect to the season, we are looking at the harvest, preparing for winter, and engaging with intentions of prosperity and protection. And all of these practices to follow reflect some element of that. So my first project, which is always one of my favorites to do this time of year and at the turn of every season, is to craft a protective door charm. In the fall, I like to craft a wreath of harvested materials. This is about the time that I would start searching for plants to adorn my wreath with. I typically like them to be fairly dried when I am crafting a wreath. I feel like I get to pick how they look a little bit better that way. And I like to collect quite a few materials. And starting early allows me to get as many herbs as I would like to include in my door charm. I find door charms to be an essential component of the protective magic I place on and around my home. Your home is a sacred space. It's not only where you live, but it is probably where you have a majority of your practice housed. And so protecting where I live and where my practice takes place a majority of the time is essential to me. And a door charm does the trick. Typically the door charms I make are either hanging or bundles or wreaths, and For the autumn, I prefer to craft a wreath. There's a lot of herbs in abundance still, and I find that a lot of them weave really well into a wreath. Each year it is different. I choose what is growing in abundance and what I feel particularly tied to, but I always choose protective herbs and often prosperous herbs as well. Adorning your front door with protective herbs allows it to have a great deal of protection, but also choosing herbs with other ties, like prosperity, helps to welcome that intention and energy into your home. So you can be pretty creative with this. I always share this video with you all here, so if you're interested to see how I will be crafting my own door charm this year, I will share that video sometime in the future. The second practice I am most looking forward to is one, again, that is a classic of this time. It is a way to honor the harvest and spend a last bit of time foraging before most of the season of foraging is over for the year, and that is to craft jams. I know that jams may not be the most classic witchcraft preparation, but they are one of my absolute favorites. They're versatile, they're useful, easy to share as gifts or enjoy with friends and family. They also are a great way to preserve the energy of this season to carry with you throughout the winter, which can be very useful in the winter months when you may be missing some of that warmth or energy of the warmer months. So all through the summer and the winter, I like to craft jams to not only have and use right away in kitchen magic, but also to carry with me and prepare for the season ahead. One of my favorites to make this time of year is a blackberry jam. Blackberries are protective and extremely prosperous, so perfect symbols of the energy of this time and a great berry to carry with you through the winter. But you can make jams out of any berries that are in abundance in your area and are edible. I have some jam recipes that I will share, and I really do enjoy adding them to baked goods as well, adding them to pies or cakes or into cookies even. Jam is such a versatile element, and kitchen magic is an especially strong area of magic during autumn, and something that, if you are interested in working with, will house a lot of power right now. The next practice I am most looking forward to is probably no surprise to you all here. As a green witch and an herbalist, I have to make elderberry syrup every single fall. Elder trees are one of the most potent magical allies that exist. If I were to pick one herb to work with for the rest of my life and I could only work with one herb, it would be elder. It is an exceptionally protective tree. It is a fantastic prosperity tree, and it also ties very strongly to healing. And we see all of this through elderberry syrup. I have many recipes on this, and I have a recipe on my Patreon that is available for purchase if you want to go there. You don't have to join the Patreon to access it, though you can, but if you just want the recipe, it's $5 on that page. Or you could join for $5 and get access to all of my herbal profiles, along with book recommendations, artwork, and so much more. But anyways, elderberry syrup is one of my favorite medicines to make to carry with me throughout the winter. I usually make it a few times throughout the year, but I do first start making it in the fall. It can be taken tonically to prevent illness and bolster your immune system, or most of the time I take it when I am around people who are sick, or if I am starting to come down with a cold myself. So not only is it a wonderful medicinal remedy to make for yourself and your family and your friends, but it is also a powerful magical ally. Again, we are crafting with this energy of the season with a plant that is very strongly tied to the energy of the season, that protection and prosperity. And since it is such a valuable medicinal, that healing comes through as well. So you can work with it to bring protection and bring prosperity. I find it to also just be a wonderful, tasty addition to drinks. I really like it with ginger, so super delicious, super valuable medicinally, and very, very useful magically. So one of my favorite things to make in the fall, and something I will make every single fall for the rest of my life. The next practice, which is also probably not that surprising to you all if you've been here for a while, but that is to make an autumn equinox apple pie. I've worked many, many years on my apple pie. It is one of my favorite things to make. I feel the most connected to kitchen witchery in my practice when I am crafting this apple pie. It takes 2 days to complete and is kind of a spiritual experience in and of itself because of the time that goes into it. It is delicious and such a joy to share with friends and family. Apples are a strong symbol of this time as well. Not only are they an emblem of the harvest, especially this time of year, but they carry very strongly with them ties to wisdom, prosperity, and protection. All things that we want during this time. They're a fantastic way to celebrate the autumn equinox, and I will never celebrate the autumn equinox without this apple pie. It is one of my favorite ways to connect to this solar holiday and share it with others. I always look forward to making this, and I am very excited to make this again this year. I do have that recipe available for viewing if any of you are interested in making this, and I will link all of these recipes and other videos that I have on these topics in the description down below. And I will also be sharing some of them with you here after this video as the fall progresses. Now, the very last practice I am most looking forward to is a return to herbal medicine again, and this is to craft fire cider vinegar. This is something I try to make every year, though some years I end up not being able to make time for it, though it is a very quick practice, and a delicious one as well. Fire cider vinegar is made to help bolster the immune system. There are tons of different ways to make it, but mainly it is spicy or pungent ingredients such as peppers and onions joined together in a vinegar, which is set to infuse, later strained and enjoyed. Similar to elderberry syrup, it is meant to bolster the immune system, kind of bring fire to your heart. If you are to make this infusion before the autumn equinox, you are going to be able to carry some more of that solar energy through with you toward the winter, which can be very valuable as the light diminishes. I really enjoy adding ginger to my fire cider vinegar. I feel like it adds more oomph to it, and ginger is also a powerful herb to work with to ignite the fire in you prior to spell work. So fire cider can be a very valuable tool moving forward, not only to aid with immune health as we are getting closer to the time of year where we tend to share more illnesses, but it can also be used to bolster your magic, taking it before spell work to enhance the power that you have access to. And with that, those are my 5 favorite witchcraft practices that I am most looking forward to this autumn. I hope this has brought you some inspiration. I would love to hear from you all in the comments what practices you are looking forward to or things that you tend to do each autumn, or if you want to expand on anything that I have shared here. I always learn so much from you all and am always inspired. Like I said before, I will link all of the videos that I have on these specific practices in the description down below, and if I don't link them there, I will be sharing them later on as the fall progresses. I'm very much looking forward to this season. There is a little bit more summer left, but not too much. Soon it'll be time to be cozy and enjoy that fall weather. Thank you so much for watching. If you can and would like to, I'd appreciate it if you checked out my Patreon. There I share my art, herbal profiles, book recommendations, and monthly workshops. I also have another channel where I share more day-to-day life, magic, herbalism, all of those good things. And I wrote a book. It's all about herbal magic and will bring the beginner to the intermediate. So if any of these sound interesting to you, they'll all be linked in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I can't wait to see you again soon.